there, my name's Susan Alexander from the Property Mentor, and I want to share some motivation with you today in terms of keeping optimism a way of life. Why am I so optimistic? I'm not always optimistic. There is a time and a place for pessimism, and some people would say a time and a place for realism too, but we're going to come to that in a minute. I think it's really important to be optimistic about life. What's your alternative? That you're going to be miserable? That's not for me. I'd certainly say being happy and being fun and being much brighter about life is a much better way to be. And so how do you get to that point? Well, if we start off by looking at optimism versus pessimism, I would much rather think about life optimistically. Now, I think about investing optimistically as well, but when I look at property investing, I also have moments of pessimism. There is a time and a place for that. So when I'm looking at a property investment opportunity, I look at that property investment opportunity relatively optimistically, but when I do the numbers and I look at the reality of it, the comparables and all those kind of things, I want to look at it realistically and probably a little bit pessimistically so that I can think about the downside as well as the upside. There's no point in always being optimistic about everything because it won't always work like that. So I like to be optimistic about life, but there is a time that I need to take some pessimism and maybe some realism to it. I do love to think big and have lots of big dreams and move forward optimistically. However, when I'm looking at property investing, I'm slightly risk averse. I want to make sure that I've managed my risk and I've considered all elements. So I am pessimistic to some degree when it comes to that. So there's a time and place for that. So how do I stay motivational and optimistic and upbeat as much as possible? It's not always possible. There are things that get in the way, but there are little tricks that I've learned along the way that help me. One of the great things that I use to help me stay optimistic every single day is when people ask me how I am, I always generally say I'm fantastic, even if I'm really not. If I say I'm fantastic, guess what? I start to feel fantastic. If I say I'm fine or I'm okay, guess what? My whole mood kind of goes down, my shoulders drop, and I don't feel so great. So if you want to figure out a way to feel better, think about some sayings or some things that you could use. Something that will help you just lift your spirits a little bit, lift your shoulders and make you feel better. So if you ask me how I am, I'm going to tell you I'm fantastic. And that doesn't matter whether I am or I'm not. If you can think about something that you could do, then that would be really good for you. It doesn't have to be fantastic. It doesn't have to be when people ask you how you are. It might be something else. So another thing that I learned was also techniques about looking in the mirror and saying things to yourself. So a guy called Joseph McClendon once told me and taught me to do this. So look in the mirror and look at yourself and just say to yourself, "You freaking rock." Now, I felt a little bit uncomfortable with that to begin with, and that's okay because being uncomfortable got me more comfortable with it the more I did it. And if you push yourself out of your comfort zone, guess what? You stretch, you grow, and your shoulders go up. And I learned to say that, and every now and again when I don't feel so good, I just look in the mirror and I go, "You freaking rock, Susan," because guess what? No one else is going to tell me that, so I might as well tell it to myself. So get optimistic, be happy about life, because the alternative isn't that great. I see lots of people that are fairly miserable and they don't look like they're having a great time. So if you want to have a great time, get out there, figure out how you're going to make yourself more optimistic, get some sayings, get some things that are going to help you be positive and happy about life, because you only get one shot at life. So go and enjoy it, and if we can help you, please give us a call, get in touch with us at the Property Mentor.